First, let me start by saying I hope everybody had a great Christmas. I really do. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I'm getting this shit posted. I'm working on it, okay? I'm coming along, I'm at it. I was watching the Scoops video, and what do you know? Right when it gets going, the damn thing said, oh, snap, something went wrong. And it's like, dude, what the fuck? Now, I thought they had it taken down before I had a chance to watch it. That has happened before, you know. First, let me just show you something real quick, okay? Hold up. I gotta flip you around, okay? Just hold up. See, look, this is where I'm working on my edits. See this mouth here? Are you gonna tell me those are real fucking teeth? Dude, how you gonna tell me that? I mean, what about when her teeth looked like this? How did they go from being so gapped out and spaced so far apart to them being so close to each other? And where's all the silver? How can her teeth go back and forth, you guys? Huh, you guys? How can her teeth go back and forth? They can't. This can only mean one thing. It's like I said. She had different dentures to help her better the con. What's the deal here? Is there a handle? Is she squeezing the shit out of her cup? Is Dee Dee squeezing the shit out of her cup? It looks like she's squeezing the shit out of her cup. It looks dented up and shit. Why would it be dented up? Gypsy. Little bitch. Yeah, I think she might have shaved her mom's head herself. Because she says she takes her stress out on her hair, right? And look, if her teeth looked like this at Cape Cod, because this was Cape Cod here, was it not? Right? They were whale watching? Isn't this Cape Cod? If her teeth looked like that then, right there, watching the whales, then where the fuck did this video come from? Huh? How come her teeth were straight and all together there? Explain it to me, really. Really, I'm all ears. I wanna know. Anyway. Back to Becca. No, I know it's 5 in the morning, but apparently this truth train is not slowing down. And we have got a message to spread. So let's let Gypsy rat on herself, shall we? The bitch always knew her fucking age. Uh-oh, forgot about my headset. My bad. Hold up.
I just feel like...
Whoa. Let me turn that shit down. Hubby's still sleeping, you know. Yeah, it's Saturday. So, just hold up. Okay, now, I've got to rewind a little bit. Alright, I just want to point out the shit with Walt Disney and the Illuminati and all that junk. It's really fucking strange that she would mention it here all this time ago. And then here, Karma Collector, he said all this shit's gonna fall into place where you're gonna see that he's not bullshitting. And you know what? It's starting to fall into place, yo. Just you listen to this.
Walt Disney, they only talk about everything Disney. So I'm sort of in denial or whatever. But I just... Yeah, my mom just called anyway.
Wire.
I just feel like I don't think Walt Disney... I don't know about his younger days. I don't know about him as a man. I just know that whenever he got older and he had kids, he wanted his kids to have a place to play and other kids to play and enjoy childhood. And from that idea came Walt Disney Land in California. I've never been to Walt Disney Land. I've only been to the one in Orlando, Florida. But I just... I don't even know what the Freemasons are, so I mean, how could I hate something that I don't even know what it is? So in that video didn't really explain much until you're gonna go to hell if you like Disney movies. Hell, evil, sin.
How'd she do it to her voice?
Yeah, it's scary.
Ask herself that.
I'm one of these sheltered kids that grew up on Disney movies, and think they're innocent, and I didn't think about any hidden messages or anything in it. I didn't even watch Dumbo. Dumbo made me cry because all the elephants or all the bigger elephants kept on making fun of his ears, and it made me sad, so I never watched it. But like a lot of the stuff I have, like even my curtains, Princess and the Frog. I have a beautiful glass slipper. My curtains are Princess and the Frog. I have like, cute
I should have that glass
dolls,
slipper.
tangles.
Oh, I thought you weren't allowed to have dolls.
You know, I like the Disney movies, and I know you do too. You know, we've often said that we're a couple like either Cinderella and Prince Charming or like the Beauty and the Beast. Those are Disney films, and I think they teach great lessons to girls that there is true love, and that, you know, I think for Beauty and the Beast, those past looks. And for Cinderella, that dreams do come true, so please keep believing in your dreams because they can come true no matter how bad the situation may be or how hopeless it may be. That's what I'm getting out of it. I'm not getting evil things out of it. So that day I went off on a rant on you. Number one, because I'm like, you like Disney movies too. So I don't understand why you're giving me a video that says that Disney movies are evil and I'm going to go to hell if I watch a Disney movie.
Oh my God,
that's what I was getting from the video. I wasn't getting any sort of other messages except for I'm going to go to hell because I like Disney movies. So I think that maybe that video was made by a Christian radicalist, where they kind of go overboard and then they try to scare you, and not a radicalist, an extremist, where they're like, you do this, you're gonna go to hell, and you're eternally damned. I mean, they freak you out because of how aggressive they are about it. And so that's why I'm like, I'm not going to go to hell just because I watched a Disney movie. If I go to hell, it's because I've killed someone or I've done something horrible in my life.
God.
If I've been mean to people, if I've committed adultery, if I've been just a really horrible person in my life, I've been really mean to people, then I would go to hell.
Who's a shit piece of mom?
For me, being a Catholic Christian, number one, I don't think anybody is damned, even if they commit suicide. I think the only unforgivable sin, and they teach you this in church, the only unforgivable sin is denouncing God. I'm not saying you personally, I'm saying you in general. But if you or whomever says, I'm not going to believe in you, you're not my God, he's going to turn his back on you because you did that to him. And for me, I'm not going to turn my back on God. I do believe in God. I do believe in what the Bible says. I believe in Jesus Christ. I am a true Christian. And I think that's where we hit kind of like an impasse, where we're like, you don't want to talk about religion, I don't want to talk about religion with you because I don't want to get into a fight. So it all just sort of exploded on that comment. And I'm like, I called you a hypocrite, which I didn't mean. I just said it in anger because I was holding my tongue, holding in my thoughts about religion, about this video. And it just exploded on this comment, so I snapped at you. And
Nick
I called you a hypocrite.
was an
like,
animal
you're saying you're not
activist.
on that side. That side that we met on, you're like, I'm a Catholic Christian, and you even introduced yourself to me as a Catholic Christian. And I'm like, well, at least we don't have to worry about that. We're in the same religion, so we don't have to worry about that. And then you come to me telling me that you're from a different world, and I accept that. I understand how spirits can be and souls can be from a different place and be reincarnated in a different life, in a different planet. I understand that. However, it just got me upset.
Shit.
And
It's
I'm
going
like,
on
well, why
too
can't you
long.
just, why are you
Shut the
saying
fuck
my
up,
God?
you dumb bitch.
Whenever you just be saying a God that
Get
you
on
both
with
believe in. There are more than one. Like I said before, there are many different gods to believe in. But all I'm saying is I want to stay on the same page with everything, including religion. I'm not saying that I'm going to be a Bible thumper and be... I couldn't read you a first passage of the scripture if I tried.
I swear, I think she was supposed to be one of those so-called miracles
and I pray. I believe in God, my God,
his hands on,
which is the Christian God.
and she
I don't know who your
just gets
gods
up
are
and walks
on your
out
planet.
the chair.
You never told me.
Oh my
So I
God,
don't
it's
know.
a fucking miracle.
I would be open to believing
And
in your gods
such a
or God,
miracle.
whatever.
Both.
I just think we need to communicate a little more on religion and talk a little bit more about that. Maybe on Facebook we can get into that a little bit more. But I just wanted to say that I'm honestly truly sorry for calling you a hypocrite. I did not mean it. It was only said anger. And I know I can't take it back. I know I can't erase it from your mind. I deleted the comment. I deleted the video. But I know it doesn't delete it from your mind. So I'm sorry that I said that. I did not mean it. You're not a hypocrite.
There you go. There's just some real fucking evil.
Honey, regardless of what your spiritual brother says, I know what I am. My mother's one too. And so is my grandmother. We're not bad witches. We are gifted. And due to my gift, I can know certain things. I see things in my dreams. That's like saying that I'm not a girl. It's who I am. I might not have all the power in the world to hurt people, hex people, stuff like that. But I will say, I might be psychic. I might be clairvoyant, or whatever it is that they call it. All I know is that I am able to see and know things before they happen. And just like you, so what are you? Just wondering, what are you? How come you can see things in visions? That's honestly a question. So if you can answer that for me, what are you? I've asked you for, you a warlock, or are you what? So if you can answer that for me, I appreciate that, darling.
You tricked him
I'm really sorry
into
about
thinking
what I
he's a
said on
vampire.
Facebook on that comment. And I do believe you about the Illuminati thing.
Why would you ask him what he is?
Well, I know. Basically
You had him
just
thinking
that
he was a vampire.
I can understand that you put your copy of yourself in me, and I have definitely felt it. I do feel more confident, like I said before. I do have very, very horny periods now. Thank you very much. That I will end up raping you one day, or even each time I have my time in the month. I don't know. That until we're together in person, I won't know. But probably so. And as for liking rougher sex, I'm already starting to warm up to your mixed style. At first, I was like, I'm not sure about it. Now I'm starting to warm up to it. So easier now with rougher sex. That's not to say that I'm gonna jump head first into like anal sex or anything. I still need time to get used to things like that. My turn-ons are still the same.
How are
I
you
feel like
used
fighting.
to it?
I'm
If
just
you've
like you
still
said in the
never
video,
met
whenever you're
him,
like,
you still
well,
never
as
had
a woman,
sex.
I'd be able to become where
How
I
you
as
used
a
to?
to where I'd be like, okay, well you can do
You
whatever you
warming
want
up
with
to
me.
it.
I am becoming that way. I'm not fully that way because obviously we have to sign that contract deed thingy. As well as me grow a little more into the woman that I'm going to become. So I think that I am growing into accepting more of the rougher sex, more of the BDSM culture. I do want to, however, work on creating an outfit, an official outfit to wear during when I'm supposed to be presented as your slave, whether it is in public or it is at home. I want two. Two for one for me being your baby girl. That's when you're my daddy, and then another one for whenever you're my master and I'm your slave. So I guess I want one to be black and pink, and the other one different shades of pink. So I guess you can figure out which one is which. But yeah, that's something that I want to design. I think I want it to be kind of like a corset kind of thing. For the baby girl one, I think I might want to be a little bit more innocent. Maybe like kind of like a negligee sort of type of lingerie.
My God, you're
And
a
then for
sick
the
bitch.
slave one, like a black corset with maybe like a tight leather skirt or something around those lines. I have to make the design. But yeah, I think I want something that formal. I do believe that I am getting to where I think I deserve the pink collar, honey. I know this is going to be in the future after I'm yours. But even if I have to test, like what we were talking about when I asked about it, I think I'm ready.
You and that
And I
collar.
know it's ultimately up to you to decide if I'm ready or not.
God, there she goes again with those fucking collars. Bitch, I said you a hussy, not a husky. You dumb bitch.
But I'm tired of being a white collar. White collar means like I'm way at the beginning. I know that I'm past the beginning. I've come so far from even just 2 years ago or a year ago. I've come further. Further enough to be yours. Master gave me or is going to give me to you. So it's like I've come a long ways. And I think that I deserve
Kitty
to
in
be
the
rewarded a pink
world.
collar now. Which is the next color up.
Why don't you like to
And
be
then anything
held?
else I'm forgetting?
It breaks my heart. Oh no, and I'm sorry, I still haven't shut her up
That's
yet.
about the only things I can think of is that talk about confidence, talked about how I get horny on a period, talked about how I'm more okay with you dominating me and me dominating you, and how I really welcome your spirit. I really feel that soul connection that we have. I really feel like we've developed it enough to where.
Yeah, my screen's always a mess. I don't know how to clip it like a regular YouTuber. I'm not a regular YouTuber. I'm sorry.
Each other's emotions so easily. I mean, I can say one thing and it'll set you off like that. Or I can calm you down just as easily. And just like you can easily make me cry or smile, or sometimes I want to kiss you and hit you at the same time.
This
really
spot right here is not me.
Probably friendly, and then kiss you. That's kind of how I feel sometimes. Kind of when you give me all them posts that I had to comment on. That was a job and a half, but I liked it in a way, and in a way it was like a punishment. So thank you so much, Daddy, for that. Anyway, I'm going to end this video because it's going on very, very, very long. So I will end this video with I love, adore, and worship you, my amazing, wonderful daddy. Good night, my handsome hubby. So I will give you my kisses. And I'll give you a collection. And please enjoy this video. If there's anything I did not answer, it's because I've been really stressed out about my whole mom situation and me getting in trouble situation. So if there's anything I forgot, please remind me on Facebook and I will answer it on Facebook. I promise, darling. As far as I can tell, I think I got it all. But if there's anything I forgot, please let me know and I'll answer it on Facebook. Talk to you later, honey.
See, she was always changing platforms. I think she was always changing platforms because she knew it could throw off the cops later on down the line.
Okay, so is she talking about the murder?
All
here?
manipulation.
What do you guys think? Is she talking about the murder here?
Yeah,
All
she
right. Hold on.
talked
I'm gonna bring up
Nick
something that
into
may
being
shed some light on
Victor
this.
to make the videos for
I'm sure you
her,
guys, as
so she
true
can make the
crime
videos for
fans,
him.
have
But
heard
they
what
all
Detective
actually come from
was
her.
saying about murder. Means, motive, and
Right.
opportunity, right? The three biggies for detectives. Means, motive, and opportunity, right?
Has their own thoughts, each one, even some have different ages. Like my little girl side is a 10-year-old. I'm 19. My evil side is also 19. So I mean, well, I mean, actually, I'm 23. So actually, I'm 23. So I'm 23. I'm 23. I'm 23. Actually, I'm 23. So just kidding.
Ha! Bitch always knew. She always fucking knew.
Alright, cut it off. Let's go.
The big dope.
Myself.
Horny 12-year-old.
Yeah, she said she was a
when she even starts
horny
speaking about
12-year-old.
this whole abuse situation with this
Wait.
imaginary future
That ain't
child, the way that she's
nothing.
even speaking about it is so bizarre. She's talking about CSA,
My
but
sister
for
probably
her to sit
said.
there and be like, "Oh yeah, this our daughter's a V card." That's such a bizarre way to be speaking about something like that. To even phrase it as like that, that's something that you would typically hear like a teenager saying or like a preteen maybe when you're speaking about something. I've never heard of anybody else discussing something, especially as serious as this, in that way. And so, it's so nonchalant. And not only that, she just wants to act like we haven't also seen all of the other videos. We've literally seen where she was also nonstop talking about,
Speaker.
SA. Really dominating, overly
Oh,
controlling.
come on. Don't crank it.
I just want you to hear this.
He's more of a suggestion kind of guy. Like, what are your thoughts about this? We've seen that a lot. Like, I want to know what you feel. I want to know how you think about this. And most of it's like, how to be a good person and how to be like a loving partner in a relationship. That's what I've seen a lot from his videos. Not this like dark, twisted, like you will say this or else type of.
Yeah, he talks
attitude
like
or
this.
behavior.
And
We're not seeing that at all.
they want to say
And
it so
you can't pretend that
super
she was
scary.
man enough to sit in a wheelchair for however many years. Again, forgetting
And
the fact
so
that she was
silly.
watching her mother
But
from
Bree's
the age
all,
of 6,
yeah, ooh,
when the
Bree's
doctor
scary
said
stuff.
that she had a seizure
No.
during surgery.
There was a movie with the little brother, and that he had vampire teeth in his mouth. And he comes up talking about, I will suck the blood. That's how Nick sounds. Like that little 8-year-old boy. Okay? Now, how Gypsy sounds. You gotta hear this.
So it's not like she was just so obedient to sit in the wheelchair. She literally hid it from her mother until 2011. So how does that make sense? But then she tries to explain that a little bit, but still is leaving out the other parts of it that we already know, especially looking at medical records and things like that.
She didn't tell her mom, and then during an argument one day, she just gets up and towers over her mother.
I'm not proud of those videos.
That'd be scary stuff.
I know I am willing to swear on my daughter's life and God. That video.
Bitch! I would not swear on my child's life that the sky was fucking blue. Anyone I have ever known to say, I swear on my child's life, I'm sorry, they've been an addict that was lying. So what's that make Gypsy? An addict that's lying? Oh, look at her best friend. Probably. We already know she's lying. Her lips are moving.
That gives so much context as those videos were made for.
When you get to understand,
it's really hard.
Is really what I really want you to see.
Be called pets whenever
oh
we
my
never
God.
are any child ever in our life.
Oh yeah, you think you're just making them feel good.
Are the worst, even below murderers, but that's the hierarchy, and it's disgusting to be labeled something like that when I'm not. And yet,
I could put something over
who
right
is
there.
like that? It's so upsetting.
No, she's saying praise next. Who is like that? Told you. I'm trying to say because in the interrogation room, Gypsy tried telling them she was 19, and Nick's parents both thought that Gypsy was 19. Meaning, she would have had to been a minor when they first got together. And if people were to find out that fact, his stay in prison might not be so pleasant because people there don't take kindly to people who hurt kids. But the thing is, Gypsy's not a kid, nor was she acting as such.
Her maturity level to that of Nicholas' disability. And
Yeah.
You can try to minimize
Autism.
but
He was born with the umbilical cord around his throat, Michael.
Nicholas Godejohn was in utero. So let's not act like that doesn't have an effect. And then not only that, when Nicholas Godejohn's mother was in labor, it was a very hard, very draining type of labor. She's in labor for over 13 hours. We see her in the record. And not only that, during the struggles, Nicholas Godejohn was born with his umbilical cord wrapped around his neck. And the doctors said that more than likely he's going to have some kind of permanent brain damage due to the oxygen deprivation that he was, dealing with while he was trying to be born. So let's throw that in there. And then we're going to add in the autism level 2 diagnosis. And we're also going to throw in that Nicholas Godejohn's mother and father divorced when he was relatively young. So he stayed with his mother. And unfortunately, while he was younger, she was not the most attentive parent, leaving Nicholas Godejohn at home a lot as a young child while she was either working or doing whatever. Nicholas was exposed to a lot of things and witnessed his mother getting beat up, and he would hide in the closet. And a lot of these things, Nicholas Godejohn,
so sad.
The rocking behavior and the headbutting type of behavior as a child, he was essentially left alone all of the time growing up. And now let's not act like that doesn't have an effect on anybody, especially as a child. But when you add in all of these other things like the brain damage or the autism diagnosis, yeah, it's going to play a heavier role than somebody who just feels like they maybe could play a 12-year-old. And it's really funny that she picks that age when clearly Gypsy showed the ability and the understanding and preparation, especially when it comes to the murder.
She was never a brave little 12-year-old going in for her shots, putting on the face of a warrior. No.
She was relatively intelligent as far as communicating.
She was a highly skilled, well-trained 17-year-old con artist.
But as far as processing and playing ahead, like Gypsy said, she was not, the mental age of a 12-year-old. You can feel inside any age you want. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm 19, but that doesn't mean I'm actually 19. I have the mind of a 19-year-old. So for Gypsy to sit there and minimize this, and plus, nobody's even saying anything about Ken when it comes to these videos, but she can't handle having anything directed at her and her alone. She's always going to be that type of person that's going to be like, well, what about them? And what about them? What about them? Why are you looking at me? They all did stuff too. It's never just solely addressing what she's done. And that's something that we've known, especially when Audrey interviewed a person that grew up around Gypsy and saw the way that she acted every time Gypsy would get in trouble. She would say, well, I thought it was okay because so-and-so did it. So-and-so did it, so I didn't think I was going to be in trouble for that. And always kind of manipulated around to where she wasn't going to be in as big of trouble. And what's funny about Gypsy is that she'll sit there and talk about how
later. Dancing with Prince Charming, look.
Nick by filming not one but 2 videos. Who knows, probably more. And that
there she is with Prince Charming. They were dancing up and down Broadway or Main Street or whatever the fuck. Boardwalk, I don't know. One of those Monopoly squares.
Multiple documentaries as a way to kind of make Nicholas Godejohn look like the villain of the story. We know that. Like, we didn't have to know that detail.
Look at her teeth.
She put it forward because she knew that it would make people hate Nicholas Godejohn. Now, I can't help but
where's those Cape Cod dentures at, Gypsy?
See what he would possibly be into, like, throw these little ideas.
The devil's coming for them dudes.
Because again, I feel like, as I've said in the past, Gypsy has always had this, like, link to inappropriate behavior, especially regarding family members, non-attachment because she was out of her father's life or whatever, and that caused some issues with her. And for Gypsy to say that, after she broke up with him or whatever, that she just decided to make those videos just to pacify him, to give him what he wanted, and tell him what he wanted to hear, just to calm him down in the moment. So I can't help but wonder what else was Gypsy saying in the moment, just to pacify Nicholas Godejohn in order to get what
or anybody else, for that matter.
Like what? Telling him that she loved him, that she cared about him, that she only wanted to be with him. All of those things, that she was totally, hopelessly devoted to Nicholas Godejohn. Was that all just a way to pacify Nicholas Godejohn? So that way he would, come kill her mother? Because if she's willing to pacify him for one thing that she said that she would never do, she's telling him these things that she would, just to make him.
Maybe she's really pacifying the Freemasons.
Let's just say it is. She's saying right here that she's admitting that she's just going to tell him whatever he wants to hear in order to...
Her and those Disney Imagineers, She always wants the grimiest people that are the highest up on top.
It's funny because I was going back and I was watching through some of the prison confessions and some of the other documentaries.
No, talking about Facebook here. Okay, alright, here it is. Okay, I gotta get this screenshot again, too, because I don't want to have to dig for it when I make this.
And then
Right here.
adds into the comments, I blanked her sweet daughter, her screams or her cries were so effing loud.
Okay,
But if
you hear it?
What Gypsy has to say on the
Listen to how Gypsy recalls it.
She makes a mistake when she's saying that phrase. I think it was kind of like a Freudian slip almost. So I'll play it for you and then address it.
There was a Facebook post made about this case. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Do you know where that Facebook post was made, on whose account?
Yes, sir.
Whose account?
My mother's.
What did the Facebook post say? Did you recall exactly? Close to it.
That bitch is dead.
Was there a comment
And then-
posted as well about the daughter?
Yes, sir.
What was that comment?
I don't remember exactly how it was worded, but something to the fact of I raped her sweet innocent daughter. Her laugh was so fucking loud.
Her what?
Who made that post?
Her what?
Did you make that
Her-
post? or
her
did
what?
somebody else?
Yes.
And who? Why would you
Her
make that
laugh?
claim to be that?
I wanted her to be found.
Why would she be laughing if she'd be an R-word? Clearly, it clearly says screams.
Her daughter, her laugh was so effing loud. So that's how Gypsy, although she claimed that she didn't remember it, but she remembered that the whole thing. But instead of saying screams or cries or whatever, she says laugh. I think that was some kind of accidental slip, because why would Nicholas say that I did this to this, innocent victim and she was laughing?
Yeah, no.
Perhaps that's probably what was actually going on whenever they were still in the house doing what they were doing.
That's what was going on inside Gypsy's crazy mind.
Saying her, and then took it back while she was on the stand and said that no, he actually
She
did
was
it.
laughing,
And she's brought
and
this
she
whole
was
situation up
R-wording
multiple times,
herself
and I've always brought the same
with
thing
that
up. Like, why doesn't
fucking
she have an agenda
toothbrush.
if they're in this BDSM relationship? And now that we've seen on video that
The
Gypsy
poor
clearly
banana that
was
she
in
cheated on.
which I already knew that she did.
Or did
because
she
watched
cheat
the
on the
Shades of Grey or the book or
toothbrush
whatever,
with
and
the
that's something in
banana?
there. And
Yeah,
she's
the
literally
banana
telling
was in
herself on
prison.
video, talking in the
She would have been
about
cheating
what
on
this
that
means
toothbrush.
and,
That poor,
why it's
those poor
important that kids
bristles.
no, stop, don't, whatever.
Poor
And
bristles.
that doesn't mean he has to actually do it, but if she says this safe word, then that means seriously stop. She's literally lying, and then here we can see exactly how her brain works.
Don't people get in trouble for lying
Personally,
on the
like Nicholas, it's
stand?
easy to kind of confuse
Bring the
him because,
bitch back.
He's not going to pick up on all of those little things.
She lied on the stand. She lied all over that stand.
It's like I knew that that's
and on all the seats.
Okay, so I didn't really watch all of the video, but from what I can tell, and number one, I don't even remember making that video, by the way. But the thing is watching that, I'm like,
She tries to claim not to know her age again.
I didn't have a seizure for real, but I didn't know that. What I was going off of was people of why I couldn't walk. And so, sorry, my daughter's playing with her toys. So whenever
Your
I was
app,
explaining
you
to
mean?
him, so I had a seizure when I was 6. Number one, I wasn't 6 when I was in the wheelchair, that I got in the wheelchair, so that was wrong. So I don't even know why I said that.
You're a liar.
I didn't even know my own real age, so that makes kind of sense.
No.
But basically, my mom was telling people, okay, she had a seizure.
Means, motive, and opportunity, right? The 3 biggies for detectives. Means, motive, and opportunity, right? And so for GypsyRose, I think part of the means had to be a place for her to go.
Look at my tiny voodoo. Look, yeah, all the presents are gone. Christmas is over. Look, did you notice? Look at the torture cuff. I got him chained to the tree. Let's see you get away from me now, you little bitch. I ain't gonna lose you now. Got him chained up right there. You just stay right there, you little twerp. The tree took his hat. You don't get this hat, no way. You don't deserve it. Christmas is over and you're no Santa Claus. You're more like Krampus. He's a little bitch. Chili's like Operation Dunce Cap. Go to the Castro. Hanging her up, Playboy. It's been real, and don't forget to click the subscribe button and stay tuned and all that jazz. And yeah, thanks for sticking around. Yeah, and